in its place. So this has been decalcified, demineralized, so the enamel is gone. No enamel. This was made by Mr. Dockham, who taught histology many, many years ago. And that was before we had digital microscopy, digital photography, so everything was done on film. You can't just take a low power micrograph or something like this and then expect to blow it up to this size, because all it does is get fuzzy, you get empty magnification. So what is done is you take several photographs, micrographs, and then you paste them all together after you print them. But you have to overlap by about a third. So you only move the slide about 2/3 across, take another photograph. If you don't do that, even the best objectives have a slight amount of spherical aberration, and so things may not match up. So they'll match up on one side, but then not on the other. That's why you see something like that. And then when you print these, you need to make sure that your printing schedule is regular. Okay? Otherwise, you get some variations in the density of the prints. So it's not really so bad on this side, but as we come over to the other side, it must be getting late in the day. We wanted to get home. This took several hours in the darkroom to do. Not only do you have to develop the film, and you have to print. You have to do some testing on the printing to make sure you're getting the right density. And then you print it, and then you have to wash it, wash the prints, put them in hypo to get all the clearing agents out of it. Wash it, then dry them, gloss them, then paste them together. And in this case, what they do is just kind of paste them on top of one another. So you really want it to look good. What you do, instead of just pasting them on top, is you line them up together and you cut them with a razor on an angle. And that way they kind of fit over one another. This is a lost art. Nobody does this anymore. Okay, so we've got gingiva. We've got the junctional epithelium in there from about there to there. That would be the free gingiva. Normally you would have free gingival grooves, and that would be the bottom of the sulcus, 2 millimeters deep. And you really can't see that free gingival groove on most of these slides. However, sometimes you can see a little tag of epithelial cells that stick out. That marks the depth of that sulcus. That sulcus went down to about there. So we come down to the lamina propria. We've got some fibers we'll be talking about. We come down to the alveolar process. This would be outer circumferential lamellae, just like we saw in a long bone. And that goes all the way down and around and back up the other side. We have a periosteum out here, but that periosteum keeps on going and inserts into the cementum. So lining this interior surface would be a layer of osteoblasts. They may be quiescent, and that would form the so-called endosteum. So this would be cortical plate out here, and this is alveolar bone proper, which has bundle bone and also some lamellar bone. No boundary between the two. So here's the bundle bone, and in that we can see these resting lines, which are usually nice and regular and fairly long. So that marks the area in which you had bone growth, and then it stopped, and it started again. Wherever it stops, it leaves a little bit more in the way of organic material, and then it stains. And then we also have reversal lines, in which you had osteoclastic activity, which eroded the bone, and then for some reason you had bone growth on top of that again. Now those may or may not interfere with the Sharpey's fibers. You see the Sharpey's fibers going into that bundle bone, not into the lamellar portion of the bone, but only into the bundle bone. You can see those pretty much all along there. We didn't look for Sharpey's fibers last semester because we see them a whole lot nicer in this bundle bone. So lots of Sharpie's fibers, and they continue on through the PDL and then into the cement, which is kind of hard to see in the cement. It's pretty much thinner. We'll see these apertures coming through the alveolar bone, and those transmit vessels and lymphatics and nerves into the PDL. Most of the vascular supply for the PDL comes through the bone first. Very little over the top of the crest or from the apical vessels.
Just like a ligand.
Okay, we've got pulp. We're going to spend some time on pulp. And then next week we'll talk about dentin. And dentin is largely organic, so we can see dentin. It does have mineral content, but we have enough organic content. There's something left to see. And we'll see a bunch of lines in the dentin, and also we'll see dentinal tubules. Dr. Harns talked about triangles in the neck. That's what you talk about in gross anatomy second semester. In histology second semester, we talk about lines, reversal lines, resting lines, and then we have lines of von Ebner and so forth. Okay. Lingual buckle. Okay, I have one for each. What is that up there? That's the lip. Okay, so this is buccal. Okay. Mostly, in most cases, the buccal plate is going to be thinner than the lingual plate. But we're not going to ask that. Okay, any questions on this?
It's going to be what?
This is always here.